new episode. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Prologue. New prologue. That's right. A new prologue instead. What are you gonna do about it? But yeah, finally changed his look. Rock is now rocking it. Like, wow. That's the new Metal Legion shirt. T-shirt. They call it a t-shirt. I'm used to that meaning something like short sleeve, or at least that's how a lot of people tend to use it. Otherwise, a lot of people here would be like, just a long sleeve shirt. I don't know if that's everywhere or if that's just here, but... So I know that kind of like confused me. But yeah, pretty cool. We now get a slash rock out emote. Now the slash rock out emote, to actually get that, you have to like do just basically a bunch of achievements for it. That's my fan. I don't know if it's blowing into like the mic or anything. Just sort of like trying to air out my room. Anyway. Yeah, changed Rock's outfit. It is really rocking it. I am quite happy with how it turned out. Now, he is unfortunately not the character I really ran through the content with, but I'm sure it should go quite fine, if just less DPS. But that's about the worst of that. So, I guess let's kind of jump into it a little bit properly. We start with Black Citadel, where players cry themselves to sleep that it doesn't quite look the same as its little loading picture.
You sure, Gorik? It's bound to get rowdy. 4 Char Legions, hundreds of barrels of ale. Commander.
This is all of us? Bangar invited the whole pack, didn't he?
Kaz and Jory are on the way. Otherwise...
Tiny's working on her treatise, The Elder Dragons Reconsidered. She insisted I should go live a little. To be clear, I'm attending only for the chance to study the local fauna. I will not be participating in any revelry.
Hey, my invite promised a party so legendary, we'd be remembered in song without even having to die.
How do you say no to that?
Cass, Jory.
Long time no see, Commander.
New hair.
Thought you might turn up.
We heard Imperator Ruinbringer
I actually
offered
like this
amnesty
hair
to
a
the
lot better
Flame
than
Legion.
some of the other ones
I wanted to
she's
see it
had.
with my own eyes.
I'm
Who
just
doesn't
upset
like
they
a
keep
goodwill
changing it.
mission?
I don't know if it
Let's
was
get
actually
going.
there
We
in
won't
previous
want to
episode
miss
or not,
whatever
but
kickoff spectacle
I
the
just know
old
it's
man's got
definitely
planned.
newer. But I'm gonna skip that dialogue. Just because I've personally seen it. That there is the Imperator. We will see him shortly.
Asked her to wait here for your escort. Orders from Tribune Stoneglow.
Okay.
Who's our escort?
Tribune Stoneglow.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Brimstone.
That was fast.
Surprised?
No, I'm the one who told him to invite you. But what are you thinking, bringing that creature here with you?
You mean Bram?
Get out of
The
here.
Elder Dragon. One of our scouts spotted it doing something to the old brand scars just south of here.
She's just being
What are
polite.
its orders?
Maureen doesn't take orders from us. As for the brand scars, we believe she's purifying them, for lack of a better word.
The process is entirely benevolent.
Bottom line, there's nothing to worry about.
Char don't understand
You got my word
benevolence,
on that, Kree.
unless they're Omicron.
We'll table it for now. Come on, you're late for the opening ceremony, and Bangar won't start without you.
I'm not
I could
late.
use a
I'm
drink.
fashionably
Catch
late.
up later.
Have you not
You're gonna miss
seen
the start of the
my
party.
T-shirt?
Yes, I am. Blood, teeth, guts. Very charred. Or so I've heard.
I think I'm going to go track down my research crew, make sure they're properly oriented.
I think that's probably something subtle, as in they just didn't want the blood in that.
I take it things are a little tense
Which is
around
ironic,
here.
because she's a necromancer.
If by tense you mean balanced on
Which
the head
is,
of a pin,
like,
I'm up to my horns in imperators,
sewing up body
refugees,
parts
cubs,
to
your
create
people, 4
salvage
legions.
dominions.
Sounds more like a political summit than a celebration.
That's by design. Not that killing Kralkatorrik isn't a pretty damn good reason to celebrate.
So, we kind of blew through introductions back there.
Bram Arison of Kragstead and the Pact Commander. I've got dossiers on all of you.
And this is Tribune Krisha Stoneglow, Bangar's head of security. We're,
Old friends.
very.
So much travel. Why are we not there already? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
So,
Are we there yet?
how was he?
Bangar's
I had
still
to make a
Bangar.
joke.
For whatever that's worth to you.
Wasn't talking about Bangar.
Oh. Well, you'll see for yourself.
What's she talking about?
These are the strongest and bravest of all the legions. The very best of us.
Flame too, huh? Bangar's letter took all the credit for that. But I recognize your handiwork when I see it.
Follow me. You have reserved seats. He won't want you to miss anything.
Wait a minute.
Our honored guests have finally arrived. And with Tribune Brimstone in tow.
There we are.
Here we go.
Now that we're all here, brothers and
Yeah,
sisters of the
VIP.
Legions, let Tyria hear you.
Oh. It's actually moving my camera a bit.
Yes.
I thought it was probably just messing with my FOV, but
Let the world
actually,
feel
it probably still
our
is.
vicious joy. Welcome to the Blood Legion homelands. Welcome.
I'm not
to
entirely
this
an expert on how that
historic
works.
celebration. I've brought you all together. Blood.
It's also a secret. It's also an achievement to do slash cheer while he's doing this. I just already
Now
did
they
it.
finally come to their senses. Because we are Char first, and there is no greater force than our combined ranks. I've led generations into bloody battle, but I've never seen such fearsome promise as I do now. Today. If I weren't Bangar Ruinbringer, I would tremble. It's time to celebrate our ferocity, our fury, and the future we'll carve out. Together. Today, we are thirsty! Get on with it! Was that one of mine? Interrupt me again, and I'll have you killed. And what's a celebration without a little bloodshed? Behold, the last branded, bastard offspring of Kralkatorrik. Here to slay the beast in gladiatorial combat. Our newest centurion. One of Blood Legion's best and brightest. Royland Steel.
I was actually quite impressed by their use of language in this.
He got big.
Cubs do that. Especially when you're not watching.
Like,
You know him.
I don't recall them ever using the word bastard
He's-
before.
Now, who's ready for some violence?
What is that?
It's actually kind of
power?
impressive.
3 on 1? Not much of a challenge.
It's not about challenge. It's about catharsis.
Like, for the longest time, they really did keep this game,
isn't it?
in terms of language, very PG.
Outstanding steel catcher.
But it's like I walk into, like, Char territory, it's just a new game.
Is wiped from Tyria forever.
It's because of how metal this place is.
Okay.
Before my presence.
You ain't done yet, kiddo.
Now
Is
that's
there
a
actually a
challenge
hell
for a
in this
couple
game? I don't
char.
know.
Maybe even a bit too much.
You're right. But we can't upend the ceremony. We need the harpoons. We'll tie the creature down and
I'd
finish
kill
the
you
job.
myself if they give me the chance.
Assist only, Britlock.
Come on, get on those harpoons.
You can't hit me. I don't know how to be hit. I only know winning. Oh.
Strike quickly, Ash Legion! Use every trick
Can I reach it from down here? Can I be a sneaky? No. Wait. Almost. It's impossible. I just want to try to do this without any form of engaging. Wait. I still can. And bam. No engagement.
Steel catcher. You ready? Ready. On my mark. 3, 2.
Oh no. Maureen.
Actually, it looks really cool though.
Spectacle, friends. Little surprise from the Pact Commander and yours truly to kick off the celebrations. Let's hear it for those fireworks. Big thanks to everyone who made it possible.
Yep.
Now then,
You're welcome.
there's mountains of food to eat and gallons of ale to drink. Let's get to it.
Only
Wasn't
gallons.
expecting that. Don't think he
That's
was
small.
either. We'd better check in with Krisha.
Should be oceans.
Yet as though not very politic, is it?
I like how he
Maureen's
calls
not
me
a
a
weapon.
military leader.
She's taken a personal interest
and,
in repairing Kralkatorik's
I
damage.
don't actually lead
Your
an
apology
army.
did you some work.
Commander doesn't have anything to apologize for. Maureen does what she wants.
Ritlock. Still talking out of turn, huh?
Sir.
Sure was a sight, I'll give you that. I can appreciate why you'd keep it around.
Her.
Her? Ritlock, we'll talk later. Just the two of us.
I will say
Try not
that
to
the
embarrass me
voice
out there.
for my character still goes actually quite nicely. I am surprised by that.
Dragons. We've all lost people. Some of us, entire war bands. He's on edge.
I lost my marshal. Don't
We're
you
all
give me
on
that.
edge. 1,000 well-armed warriors with short tempers on edge.
She was trying to help.
Whether or not your dragon follows orders, you're still her representative here, Commander.
Char have never not had enemies. With Kralkator gone.
The best thing you can do is be seen. Show the legions you're not a threat.
I will.
I'll make the rounds too. See what I can do.
Oh, hey, Commander. Ritlock. Hell of a fight, right? You gotta meet this guy.
Why?
Yeah. Good job, kid. You might want to watch how you drop your left, though.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Ryland promised to show me around this shindig. We're going drinking. Wanna come?
Maybe later, Bryn. First, I need to smooth some ruffled fur.
You're such a diplomat.
You're here as a member of Dragon's Watch, too. Don't forget it.
Free things. So the first noteworthy thing about this place, it's a festival. It's straight up a festival. The next notable thing about this place is how ambient it is. Like, if you catch certain in-game day periods, you'll really get a feel for what I mean.
As an outside party without bias, I think the Knights would make an excellent card.
But there's a lot of forestry. The forestry has like a really pretty little falling leaf thing going on. Oh, the forestry has a pretty leaf falling thing going on. And that should paint a pretty good picture as to what this place is like during the daytime, actually. Even this has like a little rainbow to it. Don't entirely know why, but I do know I need more of these hatched chili peppers. Which is, by the way, the map currency. Meanwhile, these are just random chests lying around as extra loot. Nothing much more than that. There's a lot of these little interesting scenic bits. Oh, I actually do want this this waypoint. Time challenges here are pretty fun. Oh, I haven't done that today. That's weird. Also, yeah, I got a pretty high record in this. Oh. That is not a good example of that. That is an example of me just swimming off like a fool. And that is how you don't get 55 seconds. This is probably going to be more like 57, 58. Okay, let's give that one more go. Preferably with less fail. That was the fail. It really is about how you start and keep at it. Once you mess up in the slightest, you're basically gonna stay pretty messed up. And that's mainly because you can't really take any shortcuts with a skimmer. Or at least not many. Now you do need skimmer mastery for doing this. If you don't have the skimmer mastery, you're not going to get the good times at all. That is just not possible. A much better time. As I play faster than everyone else I apparently know. Alright, let's give this a go. Dang it. I think what I really want, I really do need to stop that. "48 seconds. That's my new best record. Apparently, lifetime rank 71. Oh, yes. There is also this more spooky kind of area. By spooky, I mean there's basically just Ascalonian ghosts here. And there's a boss necromancer Ascalonian ghost here for an event. Otherwise, not too much further down. There is another vista and something else here. A racing roller beetle track. Why is there a node right on top of you?
Until next time.
Whose idea was this? That's ridiculous. Now, unfortunately, there is no notable new rewards. So that is kind of unfortunate. But I guess let's see how well this can go. Now, I don't have too high hopes of this because this is a lot of things that have to load in, and this is across the entire map, if that makes any sense. Like, right here, we're kind of starting to see it. Kind of seeing it again. No. Now this is an awful spot to do any sort of speeding up. But this is okay. Now what's fortunate for me is that a lot of this track is pretty straightforward in terms of where you should be trying to go is very spelled out for you. With like the little map markers. Otherwise, if I wasn't recording, I'd likely be able to see all the stuff loading in. But this is a bit of a heftier map because of how scenic and interesting they try to keep it. Otherwise, trying to go across the entire map that fast as they want you to, I would need a slightly better computer to really go over it, but this is actually a good time for me to show you exactly what I mean by how ambient and scenic this place is. Like, you know, minus some of the char stuff lying around, it's actually quite a pretty map. Ah, I'm stuck on a tree. Yeah, it is quite a lovely map. Like, this is one of the prettier looking maps I've ever seen, and a lot of other people have agreed to this.
That looks valuable.
Quite quickly. Like, everyone's first reactions coming here is, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Let's get me a pepper before they spawn in. Just like little Zoidberg noises. I'm gonna scuttle away. But, since it's conveniently right here, let's take a look at what the map currency can get us. Now, I already know, but let's let you guys kind of know. So there's the Metal Legion band t-shirt like I'm currently wearing. There's a couple minis. I'm not actually sure if I care enough to get the minis. Mainly because I really want some of the other stuff. But we got Krisha Stoneglow. And then we have Bangar Ruinbringer. Then we have these Legionnaire backpacks, or back pieces, they're banners. Like, it's basically the same thing, but with the respective Legion's banner. We have the Voice of Metal, which is a Warhorn skin. Which kind of makes me hope they give Guardian Warhorn, just so I can use this like this. Oh my god, he looks like he just like walked right out of that one game, Brutal Legend. Only he doesn't talk like Jack Black. There's a few guild decorations here. And there's some food recipes. I already got this one. And I also got the ice cream one. Mostly because I'm curious. But, I did also get this. That's actually what the Festival VIP title comes from. I'm half tempted to get this note just because it does give chili peppers and that's good for cooking. Otherwise, I'm not otherwise too interested in spending 60 gold on that. Nor do I really want to spend that much volatile magic. Considering getting the other recipes here. I suppose if I do get this, I don't have to keep coming back here for all my daily cooking needs or something. Like, I did eventually cave in and get, like, the Living World Season 3 Oyster node, just because I really do like the food buffs the oyster dishes give, where it's like 10% reduced taking of all damage, which is absolutely awesome. If I gotta say, that's absolutely awesome. This is actually, this second page is where they keep the portal scroll to this place, which I kind of have right here for now. I do need more shared inventory eventually. There is unfortunately no new legendaries here. Like last was the said this with the previous map, Dragonfall, which is to the Great Sword, which is like really glowy and crazy and stuff. So the map does have these coins lying around all over the place to collect. Now, I did that within the first day and a half, so I no longer have any just to go find around. Like, this is what, day 7 or 8? Yeah, like an entire week after it came out so that I'm recording this. Actually going here. It's comfy and cozy. This is just how scenic this place is. It's amazing. Oh, there's Vigil here. I never noticed you here. How weird. Oh, something else very notable. There is now a strike mission.
Commander, we're looking
and it
for
is
volunteers
very
to scout
easy
the pass.
to get
See
into.
if it's safe to go on. Want to help?
Now, preferably, you want a more DPS-oriented build for, like, going in there. Now, you don't necessarily need to follow, like, no, like, raid meta stuff, but as long as you're not dropping and dying, if you have a pretty decent amount of DPS, that is an absolute wonderful thing. To go in there and get your daily 3 boss chests. Now, worth mentioning, you can get 3 boss chests per character every day. But I think someone was saying it's only good for one day's attempt to actually go in there, rather than just on every character. I don't know if that's correct or not. But it's still pretty early on. I'm probably going to experiment around with that. See if that's true, if I like get it on like a 2nd or 3rd character or something. But at the very least, it has been half decent loot grinding, because you're basically guaranteed a modest bit of loot and a few more rare materials. But here, let's do one of these also. This is one of the events for here. It is basically a shooting range event. Now, there is some amount of lock-on potential here, but otherwise, some of these further ones, you can't actually lock on. Instead, you gotta just sort of, actually, oh, this one is close enough to get some lock-on. But you do actually have to mind the fact that your character is switching certain like angle placements, just trying to hit some of these. So you actually do have that as a way to mess you up in actually hitting anything. Now, I know I'm not doing too good at aiming at the moment, but I have done enough of this to get the 10 in a row achievement, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, the slight adjustments to angle will throw your character off. That is something worth mentioning. If you find certain targets that you can hit consistently, you probably want to like stick with those for the achievement. Otherwise, there is an achievement to hit all of them, Now some of them are just like a little trickier to like notice or like keep an attention onto. Now it's partially because dang it, what am I doing stupidly? That's too far away. They did want a few of these to be keeping you looking and guessing.
You all paying attention?
Now most of these will be moving, but not all of them. There is an achievement for hitting all of them at least once, but that's not in one go, mind you. The game just sort of keeps track of which ones you have hit before. I'm just sort of like trying too hard to lock on. For the most part, it's a pretty easy place to like revisit, and there is an achievement to hit the targets enough. Now my advice, once the event ends, get off of these, just straight up, or you might die. If you sit there, you might actually just randomly slide off.
He wouldn't. That's not how we do things here.
Bram? Bram, you're calm.
There's an achievement to visit Bram.
Let him.
That's like any real changes of his placement, that's when you visit him.
Why they call you Steelcatcher? I'm from the Steel Warband. Back in the Farrar, our primates used to beat us with a rod to toughen us up. Until one day, you didn't. I'll drink to that. Bottoms up.
Hey, wanna play a game?
So this kid, Calyx, he has a hide and seek thing. If you find him within 60 seconds, there's an achievement. Otherwise, there's an achievement for finding him a total of 20 times. Now, the best way to do this is to have either alt-held or NPCs shown, like their names shown. And there is a few notable hiding spots, this being one of them. Now, I don't know if I actually know all of the hiding spots, but I know a decent amount of them. And knowing the hiding spots will speed up the process.
Strong ale for a strong gnome.
Kind of saying where you come from?
It is now.
But yeah, knowing his hiding spots will really speed up the process. There's one back here. There's one over here close to the tank. There's one on this side of the bar, just right here-ish. There's one behind this machine, exactly right here. There's one around here or so, which my mount can't actually fit inside of. There's one up here. Even if it's like a little tucked behind things. There's one over here. And that's most of the ones I actually do remember. But, oh wait. It's possible there might be one around here. But I know the other tank there is also within his grounds. Basically anywhere in this court is where he'll hide. So that should really close up where you're really looking. So worth mentioning, there's an achievement to go around and find all of these and have them fixed. Now, even if you do one of these and switch maps, there is a known bug by the players that if you switch maps, it'll show as being broken, but it's technically fixed, but you can still keep trying to fix it even though you have done it before. So if it seems like you've been doing it flawlessly and it keeps going, just go do other ones basically. This is basically the jail cells where mistakes were made. Now there's actually plenty more stuff to go around and show, but I don't think I can actually fit it all in one video. Or at least not without it being very awkwardly long. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here and start up another one shortly. After I really get this one going and know for sure I have a good recording time for it. But thank you so much for watching. I am 41 Solstice 25 and Winter Solstice 8. You rock on, and you have yourselves a nice day. Bye bye.